It started recording.
Jesus Christ.
It's just your face.
Yeah, that's why I say I got a big ass forehead. Cause it's like I don't see how women be having hips like that. Like, where did you get all that from? Like, that's just on your body like that.
Yeah, at all times.
Yeah, like, excuse me. Like, you just got all that hip action.
You know what I'm saying? You don't have to like put it on the charger or nothing.
You can't take it off and like sit it to the side, like let it rest. It's just right. This is kind of cute.
I like that.
Ah, interesting. And it would be. Oh, can you see my phone?
No.
Okay. I looked in the mirror. I had something like smeared on my face, and I was like, "Yeah, this nigga does not care about me at all."
I did not know that.
You know, that's what they always say. It's like, I didn't see it. Meanwhile, it was like literally all over my fucking face. Like,
What was it?
it was like I had like, you know how women line their lips?
Yeah.
I had the darkness around my lips, all, like across my lip. I was like, this nigga didn't tell me that my makeup is in the wrong place. Granted, I know it was a long day, so I was coming home like, anyways.
And I didn't notice.
You ready to start the video?
I guess.
Okay, how you gonna open it?
I don't know. You want to like freak it? You want to start it off?
No. Why don't we record in your room where you take the videos at? Why we gotta record on this couch?
Cause I got one chair there.
So? There's another chair in this house?
I mean, yeah.
That's why it's so awkward, because it's like...
This is why it's awkward?
This is porn couch material.
No, that's crazy.
I said that before. This feels like a porn couch. Like, it's awkward.
But we got good content off of this couch on the channel. Welcome back to the channel.
See?
A familiar face.
Me.
She's back.
Yeah, finally.
Yeah, we missed you.
Sure you did.
We got an interesting topic today. One that I wanted to talk about, but I thought I might as well include you in on this.
Yeah.
Y'all probably seen the whole Desi Banks thing with his Club Shay Shay interview. He's talking about his girl kicking him out and stuff because he, he had like a part-time job at the time, and he's mainly focusing on the content and the grind into making himself what he is now. So I'm gonna start off with your opinion on that situation.
Okay.
Or just, like...
You want to ask like a question so we can get into like...
Yeah, because I know you've been with creative dudes.
Yes.
Has that situation ever arisen to where like you were
as much of a bum as a lot of the creatives I've dated were? They've always had like a job. So I am more on the side of, you can be a creative, I will support your dream, even if you're not doing a good job and it's not like taking off, as long as you're actually taking care of your responsibilities as a man. There was never you're at home working on your passion and I'm literally doing all the footwork because you have a dream. Because they actually had like solid jobs or careers that they were going after, and they also had time to spend on their artwork. So,
or as a creative, as well as being around a lot of other creators, a lot of us procrastinate a lot. And like I've seen like people who like made it like pretty far in their fields and stuff, who like maybe working full-time or they're in school full-time and still were able to get their stuff done. And for Desi Banks in particular, it was like short form IG content that was like his main bread and butter at the time. So it's not like it was high production.
Yeah, something
like
that takes 8 hours to even conceptualize to get out.
Yeah.
And I feel like, and I guess this is segueing into the specific situation that we're talking about in terms of like the memes and all of the rhetoric behind like, how do you feel about a man who doesn't work, who's like chasing... I think that this whole pipeline from bum to success story is a bum's dream. Like a man who is not able to provide for his partner while also working on a dream wants to say, see how I got here now? I bet you want me now. And it's like, I'm sure Desi Banks is partner, ex-wife, ex-girlfriend, she don't give a fuck. I'm pretty sure right now she's like, oh, I'm glad that nigga finally made it, but she doesn't want him anymore.
I agree.
I don't think she's somewhere sitting like, I wish I would have stuck by him. Like,
Yeah, I'm sure like they don't resent each other or anything, but at the same time, it's like, well, good
for
for
him.
him.
Like, but I feel like a lot of men who have that narrative, who have that certain insecurity around not have been able to provide for their partner then, and who are now success stories now, that's their fantasy. Like, they want to be able to say like, I was grinding the whole time and nobody believed in me. When in reality, nigga, you should have had a job. Like, I would have left you too. I'm not sure if you know who Shira Seven is, but she calls like niggas who cannot provide for their partners Dusties. So that's like a Dustie's fantasy. Like, you know, you don't work, you don't provide, you're not doing what you need to do to actually sustain the lifestyle you currently have because you're so focused on this dream. And in actuality, you're not showing up as a man. So when a woman leaves you, she has every right to say, I don't want to have to support you until you get wherever. And you're not doing shit. No.
Because ultimately, it's not wrong to have dreams, and it's not wrong to pursue them at all. But they're just things that you have to do, like not even like as a man, just as like a person,
an adult.
And for the as a man thing, well, one thing I will say, I was watching the clip and like I was looking through the comment section for that particular part of the interview, and naturally that brought all the red pill incel niggas together. Like a big hoorah because this is what they wanted.
Crazy group of men.
Yeah,
so like, scared of y'all.
I fucking hate y'all.
So scared of you guys.
Ooh. Just
no
like,
money.
Dick sucking in the comments and stuff.
Of course.
I bet she wants you now, Papa.
No.
She's fine. He is fine too. No, yeah, Desi Banks is kind of.
So we're not talking about
no
really funny. Like, okay, well, I mean no disrespect. If you are hilarious, I'm busting at the seams, and you don't just do the same ghetto man scratch your head content. Like, and Desi Banks, his success has shown for himself, but the pride and the ego in it to say that this woman is flustered over this man. There's funnier niggas that I know walking down the street right now that, if they became success stories, I'd probably be like, okay, cool, good for the nigga too. So, coming up off of Instagram is not the flex that everybody thinks it is in terms of really feeling resent against leaving a relationship.
As good or bad as it may sound, that it's kind of what people need sometimes. Sometimes you really just have to be put onto your ass like that to like really go do what you're actually supposed to. Mm-hmm. Like, I don't mean to just like shit on people today, but like when the circumstances are, still at the same spot that they always have been, even though you're trying to move up to get something else, you tend to just become kind of comfortable. I'm pretty sure even like though he wasn't trying to do this, like there's a very high chance that like I can like there were moments that he felt like, oh, I could just like take a day off, or I could just lack a little bit on like pursuing this dream because
my girlfriend is paying the bill.
Because I'm still going, I'm still going to have somewhere to lay my head, and I'm still going to be fed, things along those lines.
Which is not even like a men and women's issue. It's more what you said about like falling and like being on your ass. That motivates anybody.
1,000%.
And in the dynamic that he was in, if you're a man and there is a woman in that situation providing for you, even that takes away from like, I guess, the strength of you as a man or your confidence or your ability to provide. So a lot of times men in those situations, they are not even at their fullest potential to be the most masculine they can be or to really like push forward because you're being taken care of by a woman who is most likely the same age as you, like doesn't have any power over you, is just simply putting more effort in behind making money. So at the end of the day, it's going to be very hard for you to pursue your dreams because that's in the back of your head. Like, damn, at any point she can kick me out. Like, that's not going to motivate you to do better. You're going to just have that problem. And then when you do get big, it's going to be an ego thing. It's not going to be I really pursued and worked hard and did everything for my woman and you're not going to have that feeling. You're going to have more so of a point to prove and that insecurity because you knew you couldn't provide. And that's why I said it's a fantasy to eventually get there and say like, did nobody believe in me? But if you think about it, a lot of women are already in that situation. Like, they're trying to be whoever. They're trying to be content creators. They're moms already. They're trying to do all these things. And every day they get up, go to work, and do their content. So as a woman, if you can do that, you have children, you don't have any help, then as a man, you definitely can do that.
You know what I'm saying? Like, Flight Reacts. Like, nigga was working full time and in school.
That nigga, I'm
still getting videos.
Flight has been around since I was like a kid. Like, I remember that nigga being no tattoos, nothing. Like,
that nigga's a grinder.
And it's like, the nigga ain't better than nobody, but it's just the work ethic. Like, it's just the work ethic. Definitely. Young dude, like, I'm sure did not come from any sort of spectacular background, but still did it because he wanted to get it done and still went to work. So if he could do it and actually be the success story that he is, there's no...
This could be like a note to, like the young men out there and stuff. If you don't want that situation to fall upon you in the future, don't leave the door open to it. If you don't want to get kicked out, just have your name on something.
Pay something, pay a bill. You can split it in half, like something. You can't get kicked out of your own shit. You gotta have your own shit.
Yeah, have your name on the lease, have your name on whatever the fuck that you're staying in. And
if you got kicked out, if anybody has gotten kicked out of somewhere, it's probably because you were not needed there or wanted there equally. Both of those things equally. Yeah. Have you seen the movie Acrimony?
No.
Okay, so similar situation. There's a movie Acrimony by Tyler Perry, so so fucking it's ridiculous. Starring Taraji P. Henson and this other guy, I don't really know his name. But the concept of the movie is that there's a woman who meets a man when they're young. Essentially, the woman provides for the man because he has this dream that his battery that he's creating is going to take off and bring in millions of dollars. So really, for the majority of their lives, up until they're about 30-something, he is not able to contribute because he's working on this battery, working on it. She loses her home that was given to her by her grandmother. She essentially loses everything that she has received, worked for, inherited everything because she is trying to support and provide for this man. So at a certain point, she ends up being fed up. Once again, she hits that point and she decides that she wants to divorce him. After she divorces him, he hits like really big. So the battery actually takes off. So when he hits, he ends up coming to her place of work. He gives her back her grandmother's house that she inherited. I think he gave her like $1 million. He just kind of gave everything back that she had ever, given to him, just gave it back to her. And that movie is kind of messy because instead of her taking it and saying, you know what, thank you for actually contributing back. I did support you. I just kind of gave up right before you hit. She got kind of upset and wanted him back. And he had already moved on to a woman that he had been with prior, or he had been with while he was in a relationship with her. So he had cheated on her with this woman and went back to the woman after he hit big.
I hate Tyler Perry.
Yeah. This is a fucking Tyler Perry movie. So that is funny to me because equally in that situation, a woman is, waiting, not able to get what she needs to get done because she's providing for this man. And there was a lot of discourse around that story because they were trying to figure out who was wrong. Mind you, Tyler Perry is wrong.
No,
that nigga was just wrong for even making up that shit of a story. Essentially, that whole conversation about who was wrong was interesting because you had, once again, like you said, the red pill people who were like, well, she should have stuck beside him. That's her man. And when you, the men who were really mad because she gave up on him.
Yeah.
Then you had the woman who, and I feel like these are scathed individuals who were like, well, she should have killed him because she spent all her life after that man. I'm more so of it is what it is. You continue to make decisions as you make decisions. So she decided she wanted to divorce him. He decided he wanted to cheat. He decided whatever. So after she decided that she wanted to divorce him and she wanted to wait no longer, that was her choice. Because he made it big has nothing to do with her. She gave up that investment. So I'm more so concerned with, once again, Tyler Perry's writing. And second, just the splitting of the different views on this conversation.
Yeah, don't let y'all's deprivation of love make y'all not be able to view things objectively. Two things can be true sometimes.
And that's essentially what I feel like this conversation is. Nobody is wrong for feeling the way that they feel. Once again, you know, Desi Banks' girlfriend, wife, whatever, had every right to kick that nigga out because he was not contributing and doing what he needed to do for her, even though he was in a relationship with her. And Desi Banks has every right to be successful after he was kicked out by this woman who did not want to tolerate having to do what she had to do to support herself and him.
Yeah, that sounds good.
Oh, wait.
Ooh. Should that be the outro?
Absolutely fucking not. Absolutely not. What's that little thing you be doing? Like,
ew, no, I don't.
like,
I just like point behind it and I say outro, and that's crazy. I did see my subscriber count.
I unsubscribed.
That's crazy.
Because you was pissing me off.
She don't support my dreams.
I do. I'm sitting right here.
Incels get her.
Trying to. I wish y'all niggas would. I'd be under every fucking comment. And that's one thing that I also have to say. With me wanting to, and I'm gonna say it. I am an aspiring content creator, and I say aspiring because I don't have the portfolio yet to really, you know, I don't have my stuff out yet. But when it comes to these conversations, these red pill, blue pills, these incels, these big nasty niggas sitting behind a computer having anything to say about someone who's actually putting themselves out on the internet with an opinion, fuck y'all. I don't give a shit. Like, I truly do not give a shit. Somebody who really has something behind them, I might feel a little offended. Because like, oh, you got money, you got bitches, you look good. That would hurt my feelings because obviously, you know, if you have nothing.
Yeah, if you anime Abby niggas.
You ain't got shit.
Yeah.
And you're like, you stupid bitch. Okay.
Fucking cunt.
Yeah, you cunt bitch. You no titties having bitch.
You're never gonna get a fucking man like me.
Okay. I don't want it.
Ew.
I don't want it, Christopher. Like, I don't want it, Tom. Like, I don't.
It is gonna be a Tom.
It's gonna be a fucking Tom.
I ain't met a reliable Tom in my life.
Like,
we
might record another one.
Yeah, we could. Shit.
Okay, well, you're gonna have to end this one. What's your outro?
I point behind my back and I say outro, and then I cut to like a clip. I'm gonna cut right there.
Is it outro?